Creator Clash was an incredible success. Shout out to iDubbbz for the great work he did. Let's break down some of the fights. All right, we're gonna be going over OddOneOut and I Did a Thing. Now, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't know if these are Twitch guys, TikTok guys. I'm not familiar with these two gentlemen. I don't know who any of these people are. Graham Stephan, I'm a big fan of Graham Stephan. I know his channel, I watch his Graham Stephan show and his main channel, and I watch the Iced Coffee Hour. iDubbbz, obviously, and the Harley guy who used to do Happy Meal Time or whatever that is. That dude is a legend in the game, so of course I know who he is. But as far as like a lot of the other guys, I would be lying if I said I knew who they were. I don't consume a tremendous amount of content. Let's get into the fight. So I'm assuming the OddOneOut is on the left and the gentleman getting punched in the face is I Did a Thing. And for a name like I Did a Thing, I'm hoping you get knocked out. I'm gonna be completely transparent. I don't know, it's not a very masculine name, and that's okay. I know guys named Michelle, and I don't judge them. But I Did a Thing, it's I Did a Thing. It's like a very it's a weak thing. Well, that right hand just landed, made OddOneOut do a spin. Now, am I right in saying that OddOneOut is the guy with the fucking khakis? Or am I bugging out here? OddOneOut is the guy with the red. All right, so we're having some fun. We're learning together. We're watching fights, but we're also learning, because some of you guys don't know who these people are either, don't lie. OddOneOut is the guy with the dope shorts, and the I Did a Thing is the tall guy with the leather belt. He would be. All right, so, oh my God, he eats a brutal right hand, and he's on Queer Street. Oh man, OddOneOut just ate an odd right hand, and he seems to be out on his feet. That was good, right? All right, here we go. I Did a Thing coming in with the worst fit I've ever seen on the lower half. Yo, he doesn't want to hurt him. He's like, please stop this fight. Please stop this. He's brutalizing this young man. And we need to consider stopping this fight, considering these aren't fighters. They're not conditioned to take punches to the head, and they don't have headgear on, which to me is just absurd. Even when KSI was fighting the Logan guy, Logan Paul, they were wearing headgear from what I remember, unless I'm wrong on that. These guys are just eating shots, bare-fisted. It's just not smart. Way more entertaining though. Okay, so my man with the khakis caught a body. He killed a man. Way to start the card off. This fight everyone's been talking about. I saw a highlight of it, I have not seen it. Justa Minx versus Yodeling Haley. Phenomenal name. I'm assuming she's a yodeler. I don't think the Strangle gang really know who these two young ladies are as well. Oh, so the tall glass of water is walking in real tall. Oh man, so Yodeling Haley knocks down Justin Minx. Oh, but she pops up. The MinxLady pops up like a minx, like a cat. She pops up like a minx cat. This girl looks like a yodeler though, no doubt about it, right? With the two cornrows, she just has the facial structure of a yodeler. Looking for right hands and hooks. She's smiling. She's yodeling. She's yodeling with the hook. But she's doing a pretty good job of using that lead high block and countering behind it with the right hand left hook, double jabbing, and just being active. Oh my gosh, she got hit with that hallelujah. She went hallelujah with it. You saw that? Now she's trying to tuck the chin and pick those hands up, but she's just a target for right hands by the Minxinator. Minx landing right hands. Now, I don't know about you guys. Yodeler just wallops her. Can you guys tell me, are these two young ladies Twitchers? Are they called Twitchers? They stream, right? So these ladies are probably Twitchers, Twitch streamers. I should call them Twitchers. What am I, a boomer? Talking like that with that boomer behavior. All right, so the MinxLady, the tall lady is Minx. We're discovering things constantly on this channel. This lady's a yodeler. I'm gonna be honest, the Minx looks like a yodeler. This lady doesn't look like a yodeler. She looks more like a little cat. One lady looks like a yodeler. Can't blame me for it. They both want out. None of them want to fight each other anymore. They're both questioning why they signed up for this show. She got hit with a left hook. She said like this. Her brain broke. She got hit with a left hook. Look at the right arm. She went this. Bang! A neuron fired. She went, I can't, why? Why is my elbow horizontal with the floor? Who's gonna have the most heart? Because that's what this is coming down to. And in my opinion, oh, big jab. I just think the size, and I say this in a lot of my videos, you guys know this. See, they both hit each other with a jab. Who took the most steps back? You understand what I mean? It's like, but in terms of heart, man, the yodeling young lady is just not playing games, but she's eating a lot of punches now. Oh, she's gonna get stopped. She's gonna get stopped. That's a hard right hand. They gotta stop this now. I mean, this referee is okay with getting someone killed. Wow, phenomenal job by Justa Minx. Very impressive. Yodel lady too. This one, I will not lie, is a little bit hard for me to watch. I'm a Graham Stephan guy. I'm a fan of him. I'm a fan of Jack over there as well. Great guys. Financial knowledge. A little frugal, a little maybe too frugal, but to see him box really pissed me off because I don't think he should be taking shots to the head. Graham coming out, double punching. That's your first sign that you shouldn't be doing that. Now, we always knew Graham was a small guy. Did we know he was this small? Did we know he was this small? I kind of did by the length of his arms on the table when he talks. But it bothers me to see this because, like I said, you can see he hasn't really put the time in. He's doing this offensively and defensively. I would say not the worst coordination with his feet, I'll say, by Graham. I'll say that. But you also got to remember, like, Graham's not 19 years old learning this. I mean, you know, he's starting at 30, 30, 32, whatever. But he's good. He's putting on great pressure so far. So we got to give credit to Graham here. Just foot pressuring, landing his jab, walking in, though, without respect for distance. And that's one of the toughest things to learn. Now, a lot of people are going to say, oh, Graham's not built for this. Graham didn't do this his whole life. If Graham decided that he wanted to box, he would get more conditioned to getting hit. And you would see a much more improved version. Oh, Graham putting on the pressure. So this shows a lot of heart by Graham because he got hurt a few times and he elected, instead of cowering away, he elected to come back and let his hands go. But you can see it in Graham's face. This is not what Graham does. As a fighter, as a competitor, you have moments where you walk back to the corner and you're going, fuck, I'm tired, bro. Like, I can't imagine the overwhelmed anxiety he's going through at this moment, realizing, oh, this feels a lot different than I anticipated. Second round here. Graham's now using his jab with a little bit more education. Hard right hand. Graham said like this. He went 4-0-K1. What am I talking about? Graham got hit with the right hand. He said mortgage-backed bonds. Graham got hit with that right hand and he said diversify your portfolio. Oh my God. Oh, he got hit with another right hand. Grazed him though. He said NFTs. Bong, he's getting hit with the whole financial literature right now. But he's coming in. He's coming in. Come on, Graham. I know the results, so I'm still rooting for Graham. Come on, Graham. Graham eating jabs to the body, walks into another right hand. 401k plan going out the window. Almost makes him spin. Oh my God. Graham eats another right hand. Graham eats another right hand. Oh no. Yeah, they stopped it. Look at Graham's face. Sorry, Graham. I don't mean to do this to you. You might see this. Graham eating all the punches, but you know what? He's still like, I'm rich. I got more money than everyone else on the show. I'm gonna make more money because this is gonna grow my brand. If you remember the greatest movie of all time, Rage Against the Machine, at the end of that movie, Jake LaMotta takes on Sugar Ray Robinson in their sixth fight. And at the end of the fight, he's getting bludgeoned. He has his arms on the ropes. At the end of getting stopped, he walks over to Ray Robinson and what does he say? He goes, you never got me down, Ray. And that's what Graham Stephan is saying right now. He's going, you never got me down, Michael Reeves. You never got me down. The main event, we got iDubbbz versus DrMike. Now, DrMike I've heard about before. I know he's a huge creator, blah, blah, blah. I had one guy on my comments before saying, oh, Steve, don't act like you don't know who DrMike is. This was a few months ago. I know who everyone is. I make content 6 days a week, 7 days a week. I'm making content. I'm a grown-ass man with responsibilities and bills and sitting around watching creators. Now, iDubbbz I know because he's made content that's resonated with me. I saw iDubbbz training for this and I was impressed. I was like, yo, this guy's putting in the time. But he does have some pretty specific disadvantages as it relates to the physical aspect of the fight, right? Mike is just a bigger guy, and that's the facts. And he's obviously trained boxing for a lot longer than most of the people on this card. Keeping his left hand up that high as iDubbbz was angling to his right was a sign that this guy is defensively aware. And iDubbbz knows that. I know iDubbbz is realizing that now. Good head movement on the outside, 1-2. I mean, this is solid boxing for guys at this level. I'd say it's better than guys at this level should be boxing. Oh, nice right hand. Staying busy. What I like about iDubbbz and the way that he's moving is he's constantly moving his head. Oh, Mike still lands the right hand. Why did he land that right hand? Because he put it behind a jab. So he was able to slow down the head movement of iDubbbz by the use of jabbing. Wobbles him. That was a behind the head shot, but it happens. It wasn't like it was intentional. It was based on the movement of iDubbbz. Now iDubbbz trying to clinch. Great job. If you notice what Mike is doing is he's bringing his elbows in and he's wedging on the inside, creating this inside barrier that prevents iDubbbz from being able to fully clinch him up. So it's actually exhausting for iDubbbz psychologically. Oh, wobbles iDubbbz.
Are you serious? This is torture.
See, he comes back, and that's heart, man. That's heart. But you gotta say defensively, responsible when you get inside and you start letting your hands go. You gotta actually say to myself, okay, I'm inside of a range I'm not that familiar with. Let me tie up, let me get my head off angle. Otherwise, you're gonna get countered and hurt. Now, we do a lot of this on my Patreon. We do tons of mixed martial arts based stuff, combat based stuff, a bit of boxing on there. If you wanna check that out, the link is in the description below. Tier 2 and up gives you exclusive content. Check it out. And I'll say this while the fight's going on because these guys are giving it hard right hand, hard right hand. Anyone at Creator Clash ends up seeing this video and you guys end up doing an MMA card, your boy right here is ready to go. You don't want to put me in as a fight because it might be an unfair situation. I understand that because of my background, but I would love to do some commentating. I truly believe, and you can look at the comments below, leave a comment below if you think I would be a good commentator for this, for the MMA portion. I know the gentlemen that are doing the boxing, they're doing a phenomenal job. I'm not trying to steal their job. For the MMA, I think I'm uniquely qualified, so keep me in mind. iDubbbz now just swinging, right? We call this panic boxing because he's now boxing when he doesn't want to box. And when you can force your opponent to punch when he doesn't want to punch, you're going to exhaust him and discourage him. See, this is what I love. My favorite moments in sparring are when you land a hard shot and he comes at and throws everything at you but the kitchen sink, and you just look back at him. You just pick him off and you just look back at him, walk to him, breaks people. I mean, most guys would have probably called it quits in that last round, but not these two gentlemen. They're going at it. iDubbbz can't really get the timing and the beat because he's being forced to punch when he doesn't want to punch. That should be your takeaway from this. Beyond all the full, he needs to feint more. He's moving in the wrong direction. Of course, there's tons of technicalities we can get into. But I think more than anything else, forcing a man to punch when he doesn't want to punch is a great way to discourage and fatigue your opponent. And another thing I guess, newcomers can steal from Mike is that he does a great job of keeping his lead hand up, and very few fighters do that well, even experienced fighters. The right hand's always up, the lead hand gets a little funky. Man, Mike does a great job of keeping his left hand at home, and with those big gloves, you can pick off almost all of your opponent's right hands just by keeping that right hand up. Hard shots coming back from Mike there, end of the round. Who's gonna be able to pull this off? Who's gonna be able to really make it happen? I mean, we'd have to go with Mike in terms of his performance so far. Eats a hard right hand there. See, he goes back to keeping his left hand up. Now Mike, just like iDubbbz, both exhausted at this point. Taking as good as they're giving. Mike coming a little bit upright now. A little bit too upright. Oh, Mike going for the knockout blow on the right hook. But iDubbbz does a good job of blocking at each jab though. Right in that exchange, it was an opening up the middle, and that landed. Definitely took a lot out of iDubbbz there. Oh, so there's not going to be a stoppage. This is going all the way to the judges here. Even though I think it's an exhibition if I'm not mistaken, so it'll probably be a draw. I'd have to say that Mike won this fight. If we were judging it, I'd have to say Mike won that fight. Phenomenal fight. Both guys did a great job. Mad respect to everyone at Creator Clash and everyone who competed on this card, man. Phenomenal work. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and if you want to watch any of the other videos that I do on this channel, click one of the playlists. They're about to pop up now.